Grand Rising! If you are a first time viewer, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. To all my returning viewers, hello, friends, and thank you for your support. For today, I ask you to follow this guided meditation for grace, to gather your attention and consider what would really serve you, your self care, and your capacity for resilience. Today's practice was created by Buddhist teacher Roshi Joan Halifax and has been adapted by for many audiences and populations. Each of the letters in the word grace guide us, helping us to support ourselves in any moment. Saying the name alone, grace, invites the body and the mind to soften along with the heart. Let us begin. Find a comfortable position for your body. If you're seated in a chair, place your feet flat on the floor. Allow your spine to elongate and find a harmony between being alert and relaxed. You may choose to close your eyes or cast them in a downward gaze. Begin by taking a few long, deep breaths in and out to allow the body and mind to settle. G stands for gathering attention. Take a moment to gather your attention. You may place your attention on the sound or sensation of your breath. With a softened gaze, you may also choose to focus on an object or a sound. Sometimes it's useful to have options to where to place our attention for focused periods of time. Some call this a home base, a comfortable space where you can place and gather your attention. R stands for recalling intention. Next, we'll move to the letter R. And in this moment, I invite you to recall an intention. Perhaps it's why you are here today. Maybe the intention is to simply be open to discover new ways to be resilient and to engage in self care. Whatever it is for you, I invite you to recall your intention now. Then allow it to dissipate or drop like seeds in soil waiting to be fertilized. As you recall and set your intention, allow yourself to let go of it. We don't maintain our intention or focus on our intention. We set it as a gift to ourselves. A stands for attuning to self and other. Next, we'll move to A, attuning to ourselves and others. First, let's focus on attuning to ourselves by taking the next moment to do a brief body scan, checking in with the body. How is it feeling? Where do you notice any sensations or none at all? See if you can notice the type of sensations that might be present. Could it be tightness, tingling, neutrality? Notice where the sensations are in the body and label them. The next step is to think about attuning to others. In any kind of situation, conversation, or condition, we are attuned to others. We walk through the world alive, interconnected, and interdependent. So it's important for us to first attune to ourselves and to take that quality of presence and awareness out into the world as we attune to and with others. So for this practice, this next step might be attuning to those around you. See what it feels like to bring awareness to this space. C stands for considering what would serve. Next, the letter C. Consider what would serve and remain reminding ourselves that self-care is not selfish. It actually is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves and others because we cannot give from an empty well. In this next moment, I invite you to be curious and open about what will really serve you, your self care, and your capacity for resilience. What else might be needed to support you best? E stands for ethical ending and engagement. Finally, moving to the last letter in the grace practice, ethical ending and engagement. Bring to mind at least one wise action you can take. Perhaps you can return to your reflection on what will serve. Maybe there's one first step you can take here. What might that be? As you consider that, notice what it feels like. Taking a deep breath in and out, begin to feel your feet on the floor and your body on the chair. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Namaste. All right, so I see on YouTube, I have my friend, my sister, my biggest supporter, or one of my biggest supporters, Miss Pat on here, Grand Rising to you. And I have Miss Pamela. She's already in the grateful and thankful mode. Grand rising to you as well, my friends. And then on Instagram, I have Miss Pat on live there as well. Thank you, Miss Pat, for being on both platforms. I appreciate you. All right, the message. Today's message comes from the daily publication of the Daily Word, and the title of the message is Grace is My Constant Blessing. We discover grace all around us when we open our eyes, our minds, and our hearts to its presence. Grace reminds us that God's love is active everywhere and at every moment. Grace can be as quiet as a whisper. It's in the love you hear in the voice of someone dear and in the warmth and tenderness of a comforting touch. Grace is in the heartfelt welcome you receive when invited into a friend's house. It's the bliss you feel when you know you truly belong. God is the heart of all grace, and its goodness and kindness in action, always yours to receive and give in kind. Our growing awareness inspires us to share this activity of God graciously by calling it into expression. So on this satisfying Sunday, our hearts and minds remain open to the presence and activity of God in everything we do and everywhere we go. In this awareness, we can truly say, all is well, and so it is. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious deep that grace appeared, the hour I first believed. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior has ransomed me. And like a flood, His mercy reigns, unending love, amazing grace. All right. If you haven't already done so, please click on the like button, comment, and share. This may seem like a small gesture to you, but to me, it means so much to me. And it will also help boost my algorithms. And don't forget to hit that notification bell every time so you can be notified every time I come on YouTube Live. There will not be a guided meditation this evening. However, you are welcome to return back here on my YouTube and Instagram channels every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for taking the time to meditate with me and listen to today's message. I'm reading your comment, Miss Pamela, amazing vocals. Thank you for setting the tone for the day. You're quite welcome, and I appreciate you. And I appreciate you for your consistent support, for coming on here. For guys, and gals, I truly appreciate, I truly what's the word I'm trying to look for? There's an English word I'm trying to think of. But in other words, I understand that you are taking of your time. You have chosen to use this platform. Out of all the platforms in this world, you chose mine. So I'm totally grateful. I appreciate you for that. You could have stayed in your bed for all your care, but you still chose this. So I appreciate you for that. Enjoy the satisfying Sunday. You as well. Thank you, Miss Pat. I stumbled up where I came across the song today. I didn't want to just do a regular Amazing Grace. I didn't want to do it a cappella neither. So I came across this. Who was this by? Chris Tomlin. Amazing Grace, my song, my chains are gone. Yeah, I think I'm gonna listen to it in its entirety. I love what I heard so far, which was what I sang to you all. So, with that being stated, what I was trying to convey to you on this gratitude month, know that I love you and I appreciate you. I see my beautiful unicorn, Miss Talisa, came on. I'm glad I got you live. I was just about to tune out. Um, you like my voice as well. I sang for you guys to check it out when you go back to the video. So you all make it a grateful day and know that God's grace, God's activity, God's presence is with you everywhere and in anything and everything you do. Peace and blessings.